Sigma, I wanted to ask you something. Could you pick Betray for me? I mean, I could try and, tackle you.
Oops, there we go. Apparently I was muted. Alright, welcome back Twitch and YouTube to just another game, Virtue's Last Reward. Glad I noticed that before I got too deep. Also, Clover, we just said you weren't gonna seduce me. Were you just waiting for the doors to close?
But you're so big and strong, you'd probably just throw me on the ground and that'd be it.
Yeah, well,
So I thought I might as well just ask you really nicely. Oh, I mean, I'd be happy to, pay you back. If you just pick Betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
God, your mouth is weird. Anything.
Yep. Anything. So think carefully, okay?
I'm thinking about it.
If you choose Ally, you're trusting him with your life.
Yeah, if he chooses Betray, it's all over.
Uh-huh. Are you really, really sure you can trust that old fart?
A lot more than I can trust you, Clover. Hey, no, that's not very nice.
The only safe choice is to pick Betray.
But if you choose this ally and we don't,
Then I'll have 9 BP. But you don't need to worry about that. Even if I do get 9 BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself.
I think you probably will.
I mean, Alice wouldn't have 9 points yet. And I can't leave her behind. Please, will you pick Betray?
20 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
The voting machine was in front of me. I didn't have much time left to think. Would I keep my promise to Tenmyoji and pick Ally? Or would I betray him for Clover and,
If you just pick Betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
In the end, there is only one possible answer.
3, 2, 1.
Part of me wants to go ahead and get the Betray route out of the way because it is obviously not going to be very long. Clover is clearly going to scamper out the door as soon as she gets 9 VP. But we've been doing these in order of Ally and Betray, so we're just going to do Ally as usual. Yeah, Clover's going to screw us, but not literally. She's going to do it exactly figuratively.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
Yeah, like... Oh! Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, they look like they're equal length, actually. Either way.
Ambidex gates now opening.
Either way, this route's nearly done.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
No one can leave yet.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Looks like you managed to trust me.
It was very hard. Well, it seems like I made the right choice.
Only did what I said I would.
You really helped me out. Thanks.
I could say the same thing. No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. I felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma. And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said. Oh well, whatever.
She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look, and stalked off. Across the room, Dio and Fi are already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna. Can't say I'm surprised.
Ah, don't give me that. You know exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with Betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went to?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left, somewhat unsteadily, in the direction of the cyan door.
She left the warehouse?
Indeed.
Without even checking the results?
Correct. There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was gonna betray you.
Indeed.
And you two still choose Ally. Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts.
If you say so. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
Where did Alice run off to?
While we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired. Perhaps she went to one of the cabins to rest.
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
An ominous rumble filled the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed.
They sure have.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want.
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game any number of times. If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, you're the pair and solo assignment.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Huh? Looks like all the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair, Fi is a magenta pair, but Tenmyoji's a yellow pair.
The 3 solos are red, green, and blue. Kay's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
Then how are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors? I think they're gonna be white this time.
Ah, yes. Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Yeah, they're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You should have seen them too, Fi.
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the Floor B warehouse, right?
So lay it on us. How the group's gonna shake out this time? Fi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Tenmyoji and me would form one group. Fi and Dio would form another group. And Kay and Clover would form the third.
Huh? Wait, you mean there's only one option?
Yeah, there's no other way we can group up to make white. Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are. But it's pretty clear they'll all be pairs, since none of the pairs here have a partner.
So they'll be yellow, magenta, and cyan, right?
Right.
Alright, what now? We've got plenty of time until those white doors open.
Yeah, about an hour it looks like.
I'm gonna go find Alice.
Have fun.
Of course. I'll come with you then.
Clover gave her a shrug, and the two of them headed out through the Scion door. AKA Team Printer Ink.
Do I really need to say it?
Goodbye. You're going to the lounge to get drunk, I know. The infirmary, right? You're gonna go check on Quark.
Yeah.
He gave me a nod and trotted out through the yellow door. That left only the three of us, Dio, Kay, and myself. What are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink. You wanna tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me? I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
God, you gotta be thirsty.
All right, of course. My bad. Well, I'm out. Later.
With a lazy wave of his hand, Dio slouched off toward the magenta door. It took me a moment to realize Kay was following.
Hey, what is this? You following me?
No, you must be mistaken. I hope to investigate Floor B further. There are still several rooms I haven't visited.
Okay. You don't have to tell me your life story. See ya.
Down as he putty. There's a hatch! The conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it. Alright, what should I do?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
Of course. I need to get the rest of that story out of Tenmyoji. The words were scarcely out of my mouth before it stood off at a dead run down the hallway and toward the infirmary. There's nobody here. The room was completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. There he was, Tenmyoji. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand. A picture? He must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked out, saw me, and hastily shoved the photo back into his pocket. What was that? It was a photo of something, right? Was it yours?
Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you.
But all the stuff we had with us when we got grabbed was taken away. Why were you hiding it?
Why should I tell all of you about one measly photo?
Anyway, where's Luna?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
To annoy you, like always. I wanted to hear the rest.
The rest of what? What the hell are you talking about?
Talking about that simulated manned mission to Mars. We heard that recording about it.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I'm getting old. Memory's not what it used to be. Seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
Nice try, pal, but you're not getting away with it this time. You remember something, alright? You remember so much you told me to take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all.
You really sure you want to know? Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut. Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you?
That would take more than 10 minutes.
You sure you want that?
Come on, you don't need to threaten me.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
Of course. I never got the chance to say I am. Before I could, Fi exploded in the room, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear.
Good. There you are.
That's never good whenever you come here and say that. Did something happen?
Alice is... Look, just come with me, all right?
Fuck.
She's in the number 2 cabin.
Of course she is. That's where she always is. Without waiting for a response, Fi spun around and ran back out of the room. Tenmyoji and I exchanged a quick confused look, then leapt up and took off after her. She's always in the number 2 cabin. And she's never alive when she's there. Alice always fucking dies. Well, at least she died a different way this time. Alice! First thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It felt as if I walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. She did? I swear it's a stabbing each time. It is a stabbing each time. She stabbed with something different. My legs began to buckle, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down. Calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. That's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then at last I pressed my fingers to her neck and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. It's not true. Why? Why, titties? Why? Then I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me, but now I saw that there's a scalpel buried in her chest. And that was a damn fine chest, too. Judging by the position of its handle, she had been stabbed through the heart. I felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest, and my stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose up in my throat. I stood, my hands balled tightly into white-knuckled fists, and took a deep breath. And a fine pair of tatas. All around the room were the rest of the Nonary Games participant, except, of course, for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though, there was no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? The looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person thinking, wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this? Say something! Answer me! Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed. Then what happened? An accident? You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
Are you nuts?
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
Who stabbed Clover's girlfriend? Clover flips the fuck out. Like, most of 999 is Clover being completely fucking washed whenever something happens to Snake. She just goes nuts. In fact, she actually starts killing people with an axe. Clover is a little psychotic.
No, nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened! If she was going to leave, she'd tell me!
I think this is a bit more than leaving.
She...
Hey, Clover. Don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves! Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, she is a little crazy. Hence, another association with the number 4 and it being an omen of death.
I get it now. You're all in on it, aren't you? It wasn't just one killer. It was 6! No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Fine. Show me some proof then. Prove to me in 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend.
Friend.
Or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards!
And how are you gonna do that?
You're all going to die just like she did!
Hold on a minute.
9, 8, 7, Clover! 6, 5, 4,
Clover!
3, 2, 1!
Both of these endings with Clover don't end very well. Although, to be fair, we're not quite done with this. We need to get more information. So, that's all we can do here. It's another dead end. How can Find K be saved? Is there proof it wasn't murder? Let's go back to the AB game. And, time to betray Tenmyoji, because he's a fucking dick. He's a fucking
Hey,
dick.
Could you pick Betray for me?
Alright, let's betray. All she had to do is ask nicely. Pretty face? Little tummy? Good enough. Oops. Oh, well. So Alice may have gotten Radical 6 and killed herself. Possibly.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
But did she just do that once? Or has she always done it? Just changed the weapon. Oh yeah, Tenmyoji's gonna be a bit mad. Maybe Alice was...
have been assigned.
Maybe
or
Alice was never
subtracted
murdered.
Accordingly.
No matter what, she's never been murdered. Maybe it's always been suicide.
Please check your bracelet.
Maybe it was
to
sometimes
see
murder,
your
sometimes
updated
suicide. Who
bracelet
can say?
points.
So, that's how it is, huh? Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Listen, you've been an asshole to me this entire fucking game. You kinda get what you deserve. Sorry. I just couldn't bring myself to trust you.
I could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, you did choose betray in the last round.
That was a completely different situation. Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She never tried to open the...
Really? Then what's that?
Hang on a sec. Tenmyoji's voice actor, who's that? Dave Mitchell. What else does Dave Mitchell do? Dave Mitchell's kind of got a Batman thing going on, to be honest. What else does he do? Well known for voicing Knuckles the Echidna. He was a Batman Arkham Knight. Interesting. Known for dying in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Let's see. Knuckles the Echidna and Sonic Shadows Generation. Additional voices: Dr. Sydney in Suicide Squad. A voice in Cyberpunk. A voice in Harry Potter. Bebop in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. Octopath Traveler 2. Alois and Lonato in Three Hopes. Alois. That's some range. Cyberpunk. Knuckles the Echidna. Apparently he does a lot of Knuckles. Three Houses, Alois. Bentley and Spyro Reignited trilogy. I remember Bentley in that. A Bentley, not the Bentley that I normally would think of. Oh, he's just credited as Dave Mitchell in Batman Arkham. He voices Dave Mitchell, I guess. Yeah, he's a henchman in Arkham Knight, so... Wildstar, interesting. He's first Wildstar V I've seen in a while. He was Joker in the 2013 Batman video game. More voices, prisoners as in Arkham Origins. Ooh. Interesting. In Ace Attorney, in Dual Destinies, he's Bobby Fulbright and the Judge. Those are actually pretty big roles. Particularly for that game. I mean, the Judge is a big role no matter what. Okay. Just curious.
Look, I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
Yeah, she'll do that, but she won't pull that lever. What the hell? No way. Why does she look like she just got caught?
Oh, the number 9 door.
She opened it.
Shit!
Sure did. Oopsies. Like the old prophecy goes. Oops. What the hell are you doing?
Sorry. Alice gave me an order, though.
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AB game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I'm giving you an order as your commanding officer. Escape.
What about the promise you made me?
Promise?
You said you'd listen to anything I said.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
You...
What? Were you thinking of something gross? You're a perv.
Hey, come on now.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
Fuck, you're not getting out of here!
Dio leapt toward Clover with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease.
Bye, guys.
With a last carefree grin, she leapt through the number 9 door.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
She's gone.
Shit!
All we can do now is wait for her to call for help.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Tenmyoji said nothing, just shuffled off through the yellow door and out of the room. A cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was the solids that promised to remain for a very, very long time. And we still never got that damn story out of Temioji. Game over. So the interesting thing there is we got a little bit more of the relationship between Alice and Clover. And that Alice is Clover's commanding officer in some organization. Alright. That's as far as we can go there. Now, we're gonna have to go into the colored chromatic doors and choose our next one, which I believe is gonna be red. I'll take Dio. That means the red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite.
Yeah, everything's got a first time.
Thank you.
Are you okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kei, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio.
Sorry I'm late, been a little busy tonight. Oh my, what have you been up to?
I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay, I'll take good care of him, I promise.
What about Fine K?
No problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Good. Looks like we're all set. Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
After dinner, oh, you had to do some chores. By the way, I didn't say about happy anniversary. I meant to, but I've been a little preoccupied with being sick. But I'm glad you had a good anniversary. Come on, guys, hurry. Door's already closing.
Coming!
I know!
That's what she said? With seconds to spare, we left across the threshold. I mean, y'all had your anniversary trip a little early, so it was fun to be chill, I'm sure.
0. Chromatic doors closing.
Also, apparently Hollow Knight broke Steam, which is kind of funny. I just don't get the hype around that game. I'm sure it's a fine game, but I think a lot of it is driven mostly by social media influence than most anything else. Like, I'm sure there are a lot of people who, you know, like it for what it is. Like Eric's one of them. One of those is probably gonna like it for what it is. For me, I'm into Metroidvania, and it doesn't really appeal to me at all. And I'm sure there's a lot of people like me, but I bet there's a lot of people like me who bought it just without playing the first one, just because of the social media hype. Because it's been a fucking meme. It's been like a Half-Life 3 meme. Oh well. No skin off my nose. I'm actually kind of glad I won't be hearing about it for a while. What is this? There's 3 different doors.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end?
Other than Eric
Great.
playing it, I just mean like constantly people asking for it was getting really annoying. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
Clover. That was terrible. Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
No.
Am I great or what?
No.
Huh? Huh?
No.
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
She's special. I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey!
She's definitely like... Clover is one of those things that, like, she's had an absolutely terrible childhood. Like, even if she hadn't been involved in the nunnery games up to this point, she and her brother are kind of orphans. Like, I think her brother is actually fairly wealthy, so she wasn't poor, but they were orphans. They had no parents. so she is very sheltered.
What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady?
I'll let you know when we find a lady.
I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets.
That's not what we secrete.
Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
No, she'll kill us all. I wouldn't do that. But if it only makes her worse.
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
I mean, we can try. You can always go back to the past. That's how the past works.
Fine, I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
I think that's the most defeated I've ever heard Dio. The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one then. Forward!
Without waiting for response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. Yeah, that's where I thought it would end up. I thought it was time for the laboratory. What's this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here?
You know, this is how it reminds me of Resident Evil.
If they do,
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that Excalibur.
if we do, we can cure Quark.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Shut it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Alright, what do we got here? A cylinder full of seeds. They're round and striped. Saline solution. This is a saline solution. What the hell, Clover? What if that had been poison or something? You worry too much. I just pretended to drink it. Then how do you know it's saline solution? It says on the other side of the lid, silly. And frog. And roots. What the hell is this? A dead spider? Maybe it's a fake beard. Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Yeah, my grandpa had one. It looks like a root. It's probably some kind of preserved specimen. Alright, well these are seeds. And some capsules. They think we're supposed to stick this metal part into something? One hemisphere of the capsule is transparent. It's empty. And some more seeds. These are long and don't have any markings. The binder. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah, let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. You see that? Lets me see that. It says steps for dissecting frog. Poor frog. Alright, I see some more seeds. Cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and they have stripes. A binder. Some paper. It says DNA extraction instructions. I actually did that in college. DNA is pretty freaky to look at. Some fat blank seeds. Pretty fancy tray. Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? Are you even looking at it? It's aligned. How are you not kitting that? What? Sorry. It's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of, well, you heard. That's pretty weird. Weird, but pointless. This is Trey, though. I'm gonna take that. Trey. There's an image of a lion engraved on it. Man, look at all these pipes. I think they run down to the beakers underneath. There are handles where the pipes meet. Turn the handle right, the liquid goes right. And if you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe if you put it in the middle, half goes and half goes? What is this liquid then? Probably water. What do the numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80 somethings of water come out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with a handle so that each beaker gets the correct amount. How do we get the water to come out in the first place, though? I think you probably pull that lever over there on the right. Like this? Alright. After turning the correct levers, pull down on the lever on the right to pour water into the beakers. I don't think I've ever solved this puzzle legitimately. Alright, let's just do this to start. What the fuck? How is that the solution? I was just wanting to see what would happen if they all split in half. I wanted to see how the numbers down here changed, if at all. What the fuck? I was trying to figure out how fucking 40 units of water became 3. Alright, well, I'll take it. We pour the water in the beakers and all the lights are green. You did it, I guess. What the hell are you doing? This isn't rocket science. Just follow the second step from the hydroponics. Okay, well, I wasn't following any step. How the hell did this work? All it is just split it down the middle. I don't fucking understand the solution. Okay, so this would be split at 20 and 20. So 20 units come out of here, 10 units come out of here, this becomes 30? 30 units total? Okay. So if 10 units flows out of here, this becomes 30 total because this gets split 40 to 20 and adds 10, so that's 30. But then 40 and 20, yeah, so that just gets 2. So then 40 flows here. And the same sort of thing happens here. This gets split to 20 and flows in. This gets split to 10 and flows in. Okay, yeah, so it's divided by 10. It was the units of water divided by 10. And apparently the fucking solution is just to flip them all to the middle. What the shit? Okay, well. Oops. Okay, I didn't even realize what this fucking was. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic. I didn't even know this binder went to it. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. The ratio: 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Preparation 2. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds: 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Okay, do I have those? Round. Long, long, round. I'm missing a seed. Okay. Yeah. I'm missing a seed. 1, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, I need to find some more seed. Man. I feel fucking bad that I never actually did that puzzle correctly by trying. I really want to scroll over here. Oh, there's the seeds. Cylinder full of seeds, the round, okay. Alright, so back to this. Scrolling is very awkward. Where's my mouse now? Okay. So let's see here. This is the second part of this is going to be. I'm going to need to take notes on this. So I got the amount of seeds I need. All right, the long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Brown seeds cannot go in B or D. None of the marked seeds marked can't go in C, green. I'm gonna want these by colors. Yellow, cyan. Marked can't go in green. Non-marked seeds can't go in red or yellow. When the striped seeds were placed in the cyan or blue, only one of them failed to germinate. Okay, so the long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. So long failed in 3. Round can't go in yellow or cyan. None of the marked seeds go in green. Non-marked seeds can't go in red or yellow. When the striped seeds were put in the fluid in cyan or blue, only one of them failed to generate. Okay. So I've got plain, round, and plain long. Let's start with those. So round can't go in yellow or cyan, so it can red, green, or blue. Marked can't go in green. Oh lord. Brown's choices. Red, blue, green. Marked, round, red / blue. Alright, so this has to go in green. Because it can't go in yellow or cyan, and as being a non-marked, it can only go in green. Then the long can go, the short marked can go in red or blue, so this has to go in green. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have that. Okay. So marked round can go in red or blue. We'll just do that for now. Those would be the 3 fluids that belong to fail at. Non-marked can't go in red or yellow. So this should actually obey the rules. Yep. You did it. You've sown your seeds. Don't say that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Oh, a red capsule. Red capsule sitting in the hole. Alright. What do we got here? DNA extraction instructions. DNA extraction instructions. Proceed through the following steps to extract DNA from a plant's roots and seeds. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. The liquid will be filtered and dripped into a beaker. Once it's done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain. Okay. Be sure to... okay, so we can dissect the frog at least, for sure. And I'm guessing that would be this. Alright. So, come here, frog. Huh? Why'd they put a speaker here? That's a drain. What is wrong with you? I see you got the frog in there. Planning to take it out there, I assume. You should probably pour the ethanol down the drain first. Just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here. The tank collects liquid waste. The ethanol poured down the drain should be in there. It's a little big, but I have a feeling we should take it. Alright. Here, little froggy, I gotta dissect you. What are you gonna do with the scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It is an ex-frog. Fine. I'll do it. Well, I guess that saves me the trouble. You are surprisingly good with a knife. Huh? Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule? Lord Hoppington, why? You left us too soon. Shut up. I feel kind of bad for it. Not if you made it swallow this. All right. Oh, what do we got here? What's this thing? Looks like some sort of industrial strength lid. If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you'd use it for cooking, though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation? We are in a lab. You could probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty. Time to throw this root in the mixer. Alright, done. What do we need to do next? Well, I've got ethanol. Oh, do I need to add the seed? Doesn't matter which seed. I need to mute that. Oh, solution is saline water, not ethanol. Saline solution. Do I need to add seed? Okay, apparently not. Alright, I'll pour the saline solution in here. There's the funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it eventually. Okay, looking good. Tank. And then collect it with a thing. Add ethanol to the liquid, okay. Alright, good thing I have froggy ethanol. Sure, that's not going to contaminate it at all. I guess this should do it. And I get mutagen capsule. Excellent. All right, probably need to do this with the seeds again. I just mean I don't think you should put them all in. I mean all 5 different types of seeds. Interesting. Why not? I made peanut butter. Excellent. All right, done. Now for the filtered water. For the saline solution. Now, if I've done this once, and Froganol. Yes, this should do it. Yeah, DNA is fucking weird when you extract it. It's just this weird, slimy jelly stuff. Alright. Now what the fuck do I do with this? What's this thing? Who knows? Whatever I do with it, I don't do that. Ah, there's nothing going on here. Here we go. Is this a microscope? I tried looking in the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there are these 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them? Wait, Sigma, I think you've already got what we need. Are you waiting for something? Look, the screen changed. Put in the yellow capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. I don't know, but I was just thinking... That thing we put on it just had plant DNA, right? Maybe that caused this. Alright. This is the safe password. Perfect. Okay, so there's not going to be a puzzle for that password. Sigma, come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean, something? Just look. It's easier than explaining. It's Gattaca! What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, T is thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah. Bases? Yeah. DNA is made of the 4 bases, adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. Sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. Alright, reposition each row so that each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. Move each row sideways until the letters match up. Oh, there we go. A connected to a T and G to a C. Ah, here we go. Oh. Oh, there we go. Easy. Did it. Good job. That was awesome. You want a treat? I'm not hungry. You're a turkey. What the hell? Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Get over here and take a look at this. You know, Dio, I'm starting to understand why you are the way you are a bit more. Huh, there's something on it. If I had to deal with everybody around you, I kind of think I would be a little psychotic too. Dio is actually might kind of be the foil for the player in the game. You guys are fucking around. Stop fucking around and do the fucking game. I mean, to be fair, he's got the right idea as far as the Ambidex game. It's to escape. He knows it. He's going to do what it takes to escape. That's what the player should be doing. Alright. Also, the fact that he doesn't want to look around is also kind of speaks to the player. I don't want to run all over everything. You know, you got a point, Dio. You guys will just do the stuff for me, and the story will progress whether I do anything or not. Alright. Thought I had a sneeze coming. Alright, for the next one. Moon, Sun, Star. Alright, what do we got? It opened. Awesome, the suspense was killing me. Okay, what do we got here? First is... Really, we're worried about the fucking map ahead of everything else. Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are... the key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. And these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us two, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to one. Cool? Sure, fine. Next up, we got a notebook. We're just gonna fucking ignore the elixir, or whatever it is. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? Is that medicine? What's it say on the label? Excelavir. Excelavir? X-lever? Wait, didn't Luna say something about Excelavir? You're right. This is it. This is Excelavir. It's a cure for Radical 6. Well, hold on. Let me see that. Later. We need to get out of here as quick as possible. Yep, key. Not giving you the fucking Excelavir, Dio. Strange machine. We don't know what it does, so it's probably best to leave it alone for now. Curious. Not gonna give you the fucking Excelavir, Dio. Eat shit. Ah, God, scrolling sucks. How do I get out? Door, there you are. Press this door. You guys ready? Just get it over with. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Hey, hold on a minute. There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we? I was just wondering what it was.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here, there's a name or something. IG Replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
No. Of course, this machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Which is why you're the last person I'm giving this fucking Excelavir to. He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Yeah?
The vial. Could you show it to me again?
No! Why would I do that?
I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it.
Screw you!
Was it really Excelavir?
Screw you! Yeah, definitely. I'm an idiot. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See, it's written right here on the label. Excelavir.
You really are an idiot.
I really am.
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. What gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose Ally.
Ally? Is that why you took the medicine, to blackmail me?
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Damn it.
That's not fair.
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick Ally?
Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
Ah, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and... well, you know what happens. See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
With one last satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room.
Are you really going to do what he says?
Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose Ally and he chooses Betray...
I know. I'll drop to -1 and that means I'll get penalized.
But that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. Man, this timeline sucks.
An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back, as was Phi. And of course, Clover. Where's Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelivir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? I only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
I'm about to die.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelivir hidden somewhere in there.
Ugh, what a bastard.
Then I shall...
What about you two? Where are you going?
I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few steps behind. Okay then, guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah. One sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log. It's not going to be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it. Mostly conjunctions and things like that.
So basically about how much I understand Latin.
But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Monster Hunter Wilds! Phi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait, I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we could assume the brain currently operates on a one-to-one basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 to 1/6 under the radical, or approximately, or 1 to the square root of 1/6, more accurately, or approximately 1 to 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or the square root of 6 seconds, have passed outside. In other words, when 10 seconds passed in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is also known as the root operation, the function inverse to the taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those affected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact, 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception is what causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own life, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we've been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I continue my effort to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It's my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government and underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please let their future be a bright one. That's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down to the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was trying to kill himself.
There are 2 other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Excelivir that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say this place might be one of those underground shelters, which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
Then maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just speculation, but
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long, and how would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the nunnery game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
I had barely spoken before she took off for the magenta door, and I think we're going to call it an episode for YouTube. Here, next time we continue, and we'll see if we are going to die or not. But I need to take a quick break, so Twitch, I'll be back in a few minutes. YouTube, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. And if you enjoyed what you saw, let me know, give me likes, and me comments. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you then. Twitch, I'll be back in a few minutes.